Okay, for today we start with optical receivers. The first thing is, what is an optical receiver? It has basic three functions: conversion from optical to electrical signal, amplification and shaping, and third is detection of incoming optical signal. So it is not in order. Basically, it has to detect the incoming optical signal, then convert the optical into electrical equivalent, and that electrical signal should be amplified and shaped so that reconstruction is possible. So the basic function obviously is being just given as the optical receiver needs to do. And as far as our optical communication is considered as a link, we must understand that optical transmitter at one end, in between the fibers, and the other end, or even if it is a direct optical transmission where we are not using optical fibers, exactly the rays are coming in directly. Even for that, the optical receiver is at the other end. That means it is receiving optical, and it will produce electrical signals or the information signals from the received optical signal. So that is the place in communication link of an optical receiver. That is why we are summarizing the three functions of optical receiver in this way. Now let's look at the block diagram of optical receiver. It's a schematic representation. So this is the input optical signal is falling onto the optical detector. Optical detector, then the next block is amplifier, equalizer and shaper. Three things put together basically, and then it goes to the demodulator, and from the demodulator we obtain the output electrical signal. So this is just a schematic representation of functional blocks of optical receiver. Just take a look at each of the blocks now, functional elements there. First one was optical detector. Now optical detector, the first thing comes in, what is the function of it? It converts the received optical signal into electrical equivalent. Next comes amplifier, equalizer and shaper. So what does it do? The name suggests, obviously, amplify, equalize and shape. That is, the electrical output signal is required to be amplified because it is usually weak or after traveling a certain distance, and shaped because it does get distorted maybe, so it has to be shaped again. Equalizer is basically we are noise cancellation and all that. So it is, before it is sent for further processing, that is the demodulation portion, it has to be amplified and reshaped or reconstructed. Overall, not exactly reconstruction, because demodulation is the part of reconstruction, but before being applied to the demodulator, it has to be actually amplified and shaped in proper form so that the demodulator also can detect the signal properly. Now next, obviously, the block was demodulator. So what does the demodulation process do? It is the process by which information is extracted from the carrier after it arrives at the receiver. This is the basic work of a demodulator. It is not specific to optical modulation only or optical link only. We are talking about a simple general demodulation. What does it do? It extracts the information signal from the received signal actually. And other part that is not evident in the block diagram is decision circuits. Now what are decision circuits? It basically is a part of demodulation where the reconstruction part is actually achieved. So it produces the original signal from the electrical signal received from the amplifier. It is a part of the demodulation circuit rather. Okay, so this is the description of the schematic or block diagram, functional block diagram of optical receiver and the elements. Each functional block is discussed here. Next thing that comes is the first block that we talked about, the functional block, is optical detector. What was the work? It converts the received optical signal to its electrical equivalent. Okay, so it takes an optical signal and it changes it into, transforms it into electrical signal. So it is basically a transducer. It is a transducer that converts optical signal into electrical waveforms or signals. And in physical structure or form, we can say it is semiconductor junction devices in which free charge carriers are generated by absorption of incoming photons. So whenever the photons are incident on it, the junction devices, the PN junctions actually that are used, semiconductor PN junctions, the carriers are actually get thermal the excess light, actually the optical energy that falls in addition to the thermal generation, that creates an excess current actually. So this is what happens, the incoming photons are absorbed and correspondingly the junction creates current. So that is where the transducer actually converts optical signal into electrical. And the standard different types of photodetectors that are used in receivers are PN junction photodiode, PIN or pin photodiode, avalanche photodiode, or APD. We will deal each one in the later lectures with its properties and its make and structure and how does it work. And for now we'll just confine ourselves to what is an optical detector and what are the different types of optical detector that are used in receivers. Okay, now what is the basic requirement of a photodetector? When we are talking about photodetectors, what should be the requirement when we talk, in the sense that we are applying it to optical communication link? So what kind of requirements it should have, or properties it should have to be a proper photo detector for the use in optical communication? So the basic requirements are: first, it should be highly sensitive at operating wavelength. So whenever the photons are hitting at a particular wavelength, it should be sensitive enough to get in that photon, absorb it, because sensitive means it will naturally absorb and create corresponding or generate corresponding free carriers. Next, the second part is requirement is response time should be fast to allow high data rates. Now response time means the time between, or the duration between the incident or input is applied to the time the output starts appearing. That duration in between, the time lapse between the input applied and the output appearing is, or the output developed, is the response time. So it should be fast enough. If it is not fast, then we have to wait for that period, because one signal has been sent, then it has to be waited, it will be converted only then. So that only allows for lower data rates. Then if the response time is fast, that is as soon as the photon is falling in, incident photon, and the corresponding output is current is there, then immediately it will be faster communication is possible, that is higher data rates can be afforded. Next requirement is, for analog transmission, linearity is required to minimize signal distortion. This we have discussed in earlier video lectures also. So for analog transmission, linearity is required obviously, because otherwise non-linearity results in distortion and the original signal cannot be actually extracted. So for that, linearity is required. And the fourth point or the requirement is internal noise should be minimum to allow possibility of detecting small optical current input. Now whenever the photons are falling in, actually if the device itself has huge random thermal noise, then in that case any extra photons falling in will not be actually even it is also a part of actually being sensitive, so, or responsivity rather. So if it is, whenever any incident light, how much small intensity also it can be, so that detectability is possible only if the internal noise is less, because otherwise it will be lost as a part of noise and it won't be detected or recovered as an input signal at all. So these are the basic requirements of a photodetector. Now we come to the review questions, just whatever we have discussed. What are the functions of an optical receiver? Describe each functional block of an optical receiver. What is an optical detector? Now state the various types of photodetectors and what are the requirements of a photodetector for better performance in communication applications. So this sums up our entire topic of discussion for today. Okay, thank you.